Morning, YouTube. Hello, I'm 6979 Gaming here. And we got water damage in my house. And I got these two fan blades here. Damage. I don't know if you can see that. Here's another one. Damage there, and damage on the bottom as well. This one's so swollen and cracked there. This one's swollen and cracked and actually flaked off. See how strong these really are. Pretty fucking weak if you ask me. This is how water damage does. Let's do it again, shall we? And as you can tell, this, believe it or not, is actually a brand new fan. And the blades are gone. I got to salvage 3, but it can't work with 3 because it has 5 blades. This is garbage. This is all water damaged. And I might as well just take the time to show you what fan blades nowadays are made out of. You can tell this is the oak side and this is the white side. Now, I managed to tear one in half, and here's what I came across. They're not real wood. This stuff is called particle board. And it's very cheaply made. It's very junk. It's very junky, actually. I took the fan down. I'm going to try to go to Lowe's maybe either today or Wednesday. Or I don't even know what day of the week it is. Sorry about that. I don't know what day of the week it is right now. But this is all junk. I could either burn it, or I'm just going to chuck it in the trash, because that's what I feel like I should do. Now, let's go ahead. These are 2 fan blades, okay? 2 fan blades. They're junk. I'm going to try to get new blades for the fan, but I'm going to buy a second one, because it actually works really well. You can tell? They're junk. And I'm going to go inside the house, and I'm going to show you the fan that I took down. It's a Harbor Breeze classic style. I actually got it brand new in the box for free from a friend of my dad's. It was a good fan, and then I made the decision to put it up in the bathroom because it's a small fan, it's a small room. I thought it would work out good, and it worked out pretty good for the time it was up. But let me just set the camera down here so I can get out the box, because I have a lot of stuff back here and I don't want it to be, shown on camera. Some stuff for like product reviews for my other channel over here and everything else. But that ain't what we're doing today. Okay, I got the packaging for the fan. Now, I'm not ripping apart this company. They make really good fans. But this is the ceiling fan I had purchased, or I got. I wouldn't buying another one of these. It was a very good fan for the time it lasted. But I'm gonna try to get new parts for this. I'm gonna call them up, see if they can get new parts for it. But I'm gonna show you guys the fan. Not everything. I'm going to show you what caused the blades to get damaged like they did. And the damage they received is quite significant, considering I can't use it anymore. Or, I mean, I can, but there's no point. In here, in this bathroom, it was right up there in the box. But this hole leaks. And it was getting water onto the blades, which swelled them up because they're particle board. The fan itself, it's still functions. It looks fine. It spins freely, as you can tell, and it's pretty balanced. So this is all good. I managed to keep. I let through the blades And I thought it was worse. These three are actually completely fine. There ain't nothing wrong with them. So, one of them right here is some bubbling. One of them has some bubbling problems, which is this one. But I don't care. It's better than the other two. The other two were completely destroyed. And they were just going to get worse no matter what. So, they're junk. But I'm going to try to go to Lowe's. See if I could get more blades for this fan. 2 more. And, yeah. So that is just what happens when you put a fan up in a project that you're not done with. If you got a water leakage in your ceiling, they've really changed, because the fan I got out of up here is from the 90s. It's a different brand. It's a Hunter. It's an old Hunter fan. But let me just stop it here. These blades, I'm not snapping these because I actually like this fan quite a bit. It's very nice. But this fan has real wood blades, and so is the one in my room. And they went from real wood, all the companies, well, I don't know about Harbor Breeze. They're kind of like a Lowe's brand, department store brand. But a lot of the higher end fan brands had wood blades, like Hunter. I'll just show you mine, because why not? Hunter has real wood blades on their fans. How I know that? I put them both up, and they're pretty heavy. They weigh more than the particle board. And as a matter of fact, another example of particle board are these. I'm not saying they're all going to split, but if you get a lot of moisture and humidity, pretty much on a daily basis, like a whole different switch. Like one day it's raining like crazy, the next day it's just really humid. You got a problem. The state I live in has that problem a lot. We have very strange weather patterns here. It's kind of one day it could be raining, another day it could be sunny. But all the water evaporation, everything makes it really humid, so you sweat a lot. But yeah, I'm saying, so one of my neighbors put a fan out like this one, and like the one that I took down, on their front porch. And same brand as this one. Same brand as the one that was removed. Right here. It was the same brand as this white fan. But it was a different fan. It was one that I don't know if they even sell it anymore. It was called the Cheshire 2. It lasted about 3 or 4 days, and then the blades just warped. They went from straight. Oh, I just dropped one of the blades. Sorry about that. They went from being like this to 3 days later looking kind of warped like that, and then they now look like they're like drooped down like that. So I wouldn't advise putting these kind of blades on a fan, on a porch fan, as a porch fan, if you live in a state with bad humidity. I mean, like states like that are dry, like Arizona and Utah, and those places, I would, those places I would understand, because you don't get a lot of rain. It ain't really the rain that damages them. It's more like the humidity and the moisture that gets to them. So that's like water evaporation that gets to them and just damages them. And occasionally, if it gets too much moisture, a lot of the newer fans nowadays have a little protective ring, or they're like really compact, like this one. So I won't think this one would be an issue. But a lot of the fans, like older ones, had a gap between the switch housing and the motor, and there's a bearing attached to it on the top of the shaft that goes into the motor, into the armature of the motor. And if moisture gets into that bearing, I call this, if anybody's had a fidget spinner and they used it in the rain, you would understand what I'm going with here. The thing would just lock up, and then when you went to go use it, the motor would just burn out. It would just seize up and burn out. So a lot of the time, moisture, and like I'm going to talk about some causes of what kills fans too. A lot of the time, moisture gets involved, temperature, and excessive heat just warps everything, but it doesn't really damage it. Like, it'll still work, it'll just have like saggy blades and stuff. If you don't know what I'm talking about, this happened in Arizona, I believe. I think it was in 2013. They had a massive heat wave that melted garbage cans, car tires, fans, wind doors, all kinds of stuff were just getting melted. down in Arizona. I think the temperature was, I believe, 125 degrees Fahrenheit. Um, but here we get heat, but not that bad. Here's how we do this up here where I live. I live in New York State. A lot of people here, mix things about New York. I live in like a small town area, but so we're not in the city. So we get a lot of sunlight because we don't have like the buildings everywhere. So we get a lot of sunlight. So it's not as, cold as I should say, or like I don't know how the city is. Haven't been up there in a while. Correct me if I'm wrong on this theory, but I'm pretty sure the sunlight creates more moisture because it's evaporating the water on the ground. Like the UV rays are just evaporating the water. Correct me if I'm wrong on this theory, but I believe that that's what's causing a lot of the fans up where I live to just warp and just fall apart, basically, after a short period of time. I'm pretty sure I'm correct on this theory, but I can't be like 100%, positive on that. So, basically, what I'm trying to say is, if you're gonna install a fan indoors or outdoors, you gotta look at what kind of fan it is and what rating it is. I use an indoor fan indoors, and I thought it was gonna be a good idea, but I forgot that the exhaust vent in the bathroom over here, because we have a vent, on the roofs. Every house has one of these. It's like to exhaust out those toilets. But the seal around there went bad, and we bought Flex Seal and sprayed Flex Seal in there. See if that'll fix it. Nope, water gushed in, and it came in a little bit, not as bad as it was, but it came in. And this is about the third ceiling fan I've put up there that's gone out the same way. These blades are not even warped. These ones are facing toward the door, away from the hole. But the two that were in the direction of the hole were damaged. So, just watch out what you're doing, what fan you're putting up, and what you should do if you're in a situation like I was in. I think the next fan I'm going to put up there is an outdoor rated ceiling fan, because we need a ceiling fan in there for sure, because it gets really hot in there. It's like the hottest room in the house. That in the office, and we have a fan in the office. We have a fan pretty much in almost every room upstairs. Now, every room upstairs has a ceiling fan in it. My living room, my dining room has a fan in it. This room has one. The office in my room have one, and the laundry room as well, because the laundry room kind of gets hot, and it's down in the basement, and there's no like drywall. But it comes up through the insulation, and it makes the entire house all stuffy. So I put up a fan down there to kind of help with the problem, and like, that area is dry, so I don't need to worry about that. But what you can do, if you really like a style of a fan, you really want it, like if you, like, I don't know, I'll just use this fan as an example again. If you want to use, I don't know, you want to buy one of these fans right here, but you need it, like, let's just say on your back porch. What you could do is go to Lowe's, or go on to any retail, like, website thing. Hey, I just lost my train of thought. You can go onto any, like, retailers online, like Amazon probably sells parts for these, and you can look up outdoor plastic blades. You can get ABS plastic blades for your ceiling fan, and what ABS plastic blades are is they're basically, you could probably get these blades if you like these. You can get this style, and probably, I don't know about the wood. I mean, if worst comes to worst, you could just peel this off and then glue it onto the front. Because it's just layers, so you could just cut this out with an X-Acto knife or something and put them on. But, basically, what you can do is just get ABS plastic blades, put them on. If they're a different color, like let's just say you have a white fan and they're black, or you have a black fan and you have white blades. Okay, it'll look a little weird. It depends on your decor. Let's just say, alright, let's say you have a black ceiling fan and you get ABS plastic blades, but let's just say they're, I don't know, let's just say they're, they're white, and you wanted black blades to go with your black fan, because you have all black furniture. Okay, so let's just say you have a beige house, you have a beige porch, and black furniture. White blades won't match the black furniture in the beige house very well. So what you can do is just go to the store, buy a can of plastic paint, outdoor paint, spray paint it, and then you're good. You're good to go. Then you just spray paint them, you let them dry, and you might, in most cases, the holes from the fan from factory, they come pre-cut. So what I would do before you throw out the fan blades, use this as a reference, because you can stick a pencil through here, through these holes. That's why they're the certain size, because you can fit a pencil through them. Right, reason why they do that, one is to fit the screws, and also to make them fit the bracket, and also, so if you get different blades, I'm gonna go grab I'm gonna use my screwdriver as an example. So let's just say my screwdriver right here is a pencil. What you can do is, let's just say you get a new blade, and let's just say, the blade's got uncut holes, so let's just say this brown one here is your new blade, which is the same blade, just on the other side. Let's just say they don't line up, they're like a little wider or something. What you can do is, if you look, I'm just going to line them up. What you can do is take the screwdriver, and let's just say it's a pencil, and put it in, and then wiggle it around, so you can get a mark. Then you get a drill, and right where you marked it, you just drill it out, and then your holes will match. And if you put them on a blade bracket, what you can do is get a blade arm, test fit it, see if it'll match up with the screws. If it matches up with the screws, you're all good to go. And that's it. So, if you need any advice or anything, you can contact multiple fan companies. If you really need help with something, like questions or anything, or, there's multiple groups on Facebook. There's Ceiling Fan Kids, Ceiling Fans, iHeart Fans. There's a few fan groups on Facebook. And there's a lot of fan enthusiasts in the group that know what they're doing, what they're talking about. And if you need help with anything, just post something on the group and talk to somebody. I would recommend talking to multiple people. I know, for an example, Peter Kassane, aka Metal P on YouTube, and Dan Spiffy Newman are just a couple of the guys that can help you out. I know there's tons. There's got to be at least a few thousand people, if not 100,000 people in the group. I don't know how many people in the group, but there's quite a lot. And if you need help, just contact anybody. If you need help with anything, call up the fan company. If you're missing any parts, call up the fan company. Let's just say, you buy your new Hunter fan. You just say you buy a Hunter fan, and for some reason it came with no light, or let's just say it came with a broken blade. You could call them up and order the part. If the fan, has a problem, or it starts making this really loud, like, screeching sound, call them up, or contact service departments in certain stores. And certain fans have certain different features. I'll go into that in another video soon. So I'm going to be doing more of this kind of stuff too. I'm going to be doing more educational videos now as well. So if you need any questions or anything, just let me know. Message me on Facebook. Just go into the discussion and message me and let me know. And I'll let you know, because I'm good with electrical stuff. I'm good with electrics stuff. And I could teach you how to install things like lights, switches, and outlets and stuff like that. In that category, soon I'm going to be doing a new bathroom fan. I'll record that, and I'll post that on YouTube as well. So yeah, if you need any help with something, just contact who I said earlier on this video. I hope this video was very helpful, you guys. Have a wonderful day. I hope that you guys learned something from this video, and I hope that you get to share this on with other people. It's it's just something I do. I know how to fix things. It's just something that's like my passion is just fixing electrical stuff. So I collect old electronics, old fans, TVs, whatever. So don't forget, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave a like on this video, and comment down below. I will reply to your comment until I publish a new video. See you guys very soon.